time over here now.
News as it happens.
Let me tell you something.
When you need to know.
Need to know now.
People want to know.
People want to know. People want to know.
What is going on in the world today?
Tampa Bay's 24-hour news source.
When you need to know.
Need to know. News Talk 1040 Tampa Bay.
From everywhere USA, it's Fox Across America with Jimmy Failla.
Oh, hot damn, here it comes, back in action. Fox Across America with Jimmy Failla, bringing you just an embarrassment of radio riches in this hour. Joining me to prove it off the tippy top, two sports star at MTV and Fox. The K-Train rolls into the station. Hey, girl.
Chugga, chugga, choo, choo, Jim.
You know what I'm saying? And a normal radio host might give out like a phone number or tease what's it. They don't need any of that right now.
888 nude boobs.
6969. Can I tell you something? We could do the greatest morning drive show in the history of radio, and we would get fired within like an hour into the first episode, but it would be so much fun. The great Frank Bruno, who cuts all the audio here at Fox, you know, we have our fantasy station, The Rod, the hardest hits in the morning on The Rod, and that would be a dream of mine.
Wakey, wakey, hands off snaky, fellas.
Let's go. Auga. That whole thing. Didn't you grow up on Good Morning Radio? You did.
Absolutely.
Nothing like it.
The Z Morning Zoo?
Oh, come on. Jack the Whack. Mr. Leonard, he used to tell dirty street jokes. I loved the Z Morning Zoo.
Oh, God, it was great.
They're broadcasting from the top of the Empire State Building in New Jersey because, you know, the wind would blow. The wind is so strong up there. Sometimes you'd land in like Paramus or Secaucus. You don't know.
We have a field office in the Empire State Building.
It's a very sleight of hand day. So it's a good pivot to where we find ourselves now. Britt Hume is
You're
a funny
in camo. Thank you for your service.
I'm showing up today.
You are.
Okay, there it is. And I've been fighting the war on skinniness and winning for a long time now. Quite successfully, by the way. You have a big interview tomorrow, and I wanted to get to that first. On your podcast from Viacom.
Yes.
Explain this to me.
Mm-hmm. So my old boss, it wasn't just my boss. Mm-hmm. It was my boss's boss's boss at MTV. He was the CEO of MTV Networks when I was there. Mm-hmm. And I was intrigued by him, but he was also terrifying. Yeah. Because it's like, he could fire me at any given moment. Yep. And tried to once and was almost successful. And then he continued to rise up the ranks at MTV, Viacom after I left. Uh-huh. And eventually in the early 2000s became the CEO of Viacom Paramount. Whoa. Like he got the top job and, you know, was kind of the successor to Sumner Redstone. Yep. Unfortunately, Sumner Redstone was moody and fickle and mercurial and fired him. I believe it was Labor Day weekend.
Oh, goodness.
And so he went over to Sumner's house in L.A. and thought that they were just going to have a meeting about the company. And Sumner's like, "You're fired," you know, with the bad hand.
Oh, no.
Yep. That he hung out of a burning hotel with. That's how Sumner Redstone had a disfigured hand.
Oh, wow.
And there, you know, a lot of urban legends have sprung up about who he was in the hotel room with and why he would be hanging outside of a burning building. But that was a guy who eventually ran Viacom and purchased MTV. So Tom Freston has a fascinating history. Grew up in Connecticut, went to a small Catholic school, eventually headed out to Europe and then the Sahara, ended up in Afghanistan and India and started the kind of an import-export trading business for silk clothing, made a bunch of money. That whole industry cratered during Jimmy Carter's presidency. So he came back and used his MBA to sort of move through corporate media and became one of the founders of MTV.
There you go.
And how they put MTV together was fascinating. It was truly the Wild West in cable.
Wow.
Everyone had dismissed cable news as being completely irrelevant, and they thought it was all about broadcasting. And he talked to Warner Amex, so Warner Brothers and American Express got together. They were going to buy a bunch of channels and start sports and music. And he was like, we want to start this music channel. So they hired Bob Pittman. Tom Freston was on the ground floor, and they decided we're going to have a bunch of young people who don't have any corporate or broadcasting experience. We just want pure creativity. And that was the ethos of MTV that was pervasive throughout the entire time, especially when I was there, which really truly was the glory days, because there was no competition from the internet. And once people figured out that they could go to the internet and find videos, the music part of MTV became irrelevant. So it was all about him navigating that, and they had a lot of success with films and reality TV, but eventually the music part kind of died out. And, his journey is fascinating. So it's a long podcast for me. My podcasts are usually around 20 minutes. And we sat down for an hour.
Wow.
And, and just talked about everything. And it was amazing. And it was really funny asking him why he tried to fire me on my 22nd birthday. And he was like, you embarrassed the company and you embarrassed yourself performing a sex act on a microphone standing next to Rudy Giuliani on live international television.
And getting the man's hopes up, because we all know how he feels about women that age. Kennedy's in studio.
I was too old for him.
Yeah, I was. You aged out. It was Menudo. You aged out of the band.
Yeah, exactly.
Kennedy's in studio. This is a fascinating interview. It'll be on our podcast, Kennedy Saves the World, tomorrow, but you can subscribe today. So you don't have to go looking for it tomorrow.
Spotify, Apple, YouTube, Fox News podcast, wherever you get them, it's there.
You just get out of bed and you have it now.
Yeah, now you have it.
You're welcome.
Get back in bed. Amen.
Why would you even leave? I mean, this is riveting entertainment here. Rudy's back in bed probably with a Eastern Ukrainian woman, if I had to guess. Old Giuliani. But we bring up the ladies. This one's not about Rudy that we know of yet in terms of the Epstein stuff.
Day is young.
Is there any world where Stacey Plaskett is texting with Jeffrey Epstein, a convicted sex offender by that point, getting questions for an actual hearing in real time? And this is just a congressperson responding to a constituent. Is there no framing?
So Jamie Raskin has clearly lost his mind. So Jamie Raskin was the guy in Congress spearheading impeachment, and he decided to rush to Stacey Plaskett's defense. It's like, and take the high road. It's like, there's no high road when a very wealthy pedophile who has enjoyed hundreds of millions of dollars in tax credits because of you. There is no high road when he is telling you what to say and what to ask Donald Trump's fixer during a congressional hearing. Because he's desperately trying to keep himself out of prison at this point.
Of course.
Yeah.
And in real
It's not just we do have this watershed that we would very much like to protect for the endangered crane species that we fear will be no longer after the next decade.
But for some reason, Jeffrey wants to talk about the swallow. Get on, everybody! The Rod! 101! There it is. There's no world. And same with the Jasmine Crockett.
Yeah.
Thing. Have you heard the Jasmine Crockett?
This actually, I didn't say I was talking about that Jeffrey Epstein. She and Scott Jennings had the best response. He was like, that was a perfect Democrat response.
Yes, it was amazing.
10 out of 10, no notes.
Let me play you the original clip, you guys. Now, what you need to understand is that what you're about to hear from Jasmine Crockett is about Jeffrey Epstein, just not the Jeffrey. Like what I'm saying to you is if I came home to my son today and I said, hey, I got Tom Brady's autograph, it's pretty implied that it's the quarterback. Not some guy down the... Here we go, clip 6.
Folks who also took money from somebody named Jeffrey Epstein, as I had my team dig in very quickly. Mitt Romney, the NRCC, Lee Zeldin, George Bush, Win Red, McCain Palin, Rick Lazio. I just want to be clear. If this is the standard that we're going to make, just know we're going to expose it all. And just know that the FEC filings, they are available for everybody to review. This is absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, so just they put in the name Jeffrey Epstein for the quick search, and unfortunately, there's a physician who is also named Jeffrey Epstein who donated a little bit of money, like $600 to Lee Zeldin.
Yeah.
This was not the disgraced financier pedophile Jeffrey Epstein who donated handsomely to Democrats 90% of the time.
A lot of Democrats. I mean, the one perk of being this other Jeffrey Epstein is nobody ever sends their kids by to sell you Girl Scout cookies. He does not get hit up.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't like Halloween. He doesn't want the trick-or-treaters.
Leave me out of here.
That's the one time it's providential. The problem for Jasmine Crockett is these misstatements are verifiable.
Yeah.
So I think she just assumes she's going to put this in the congressional record and call it good. And it's like, gotcha. It's like, you're dumb.
God, it kills me.
And you can say, I was wrong. I'm sorry. She cannot bring herself to do that. She has to keep digging the hole like, well, I did not say. I was never implying it was that Jeffrey Epstein.
It's just said a Jeffrey Epstein, just to show them.
See? There are other Jeffrey Epsteins. Duh.
The point I was trying to make. They're everywhere. Kennedy's in studio. We're talking about Jasmine Crockett. Basically, just to raise your own opinion of yourself. If someone can get elected to Congress.
Who's that dumb?
That dumb.
Yeah.
It's actually, when I was a little kid, did you ever have this? Because I did. It was a naivete as a little kid. I thought the people, like, in the halls of power were actually, like, sharp, competent, like, oh, this is the best we have.
Respectable.
The right stuff.
Yes.
I had no idea. And you cover this day in and day out. And you're like, oh, wow, really, though? That's what's going on?
That's what it takes? Wow.
Chris Rock has a great bit when he goes, when I find out Janet Jackson was dating Jermaine Dupri, I was like, damn, I had a shot. You know, when you see who could be in Congress, you're like, oh, I could, really? I could be in my 8th term right now. I could be getting those stock tips.
I could be president of the world if that's the threshold.
This pivot by Schumer is also just so wonderful. He's asked about why didn't Biden release the files. Listen to this pivot in real time. Clip 5.
Senator, on that note, just I guess a question that's out there, why wouldn't they have been released the last 4 years when President Biden was in office?
Well, that's the question every American is asking. Or not every American, but so many Americans are asking. What the hell is he hiding? Why doesn't he want them released?
Meaning Trump.
Yeah. He was asking about Biden. Yeah. So if that's the assumption that the president has the ability to release them. Yeah. And President Biden didn't. Yeah. Why didn't he? Well, because Trump's an a-hole, obviously. He's got something to hide. Obviously. What are you, new?
We're living in the death of shame. But the person I consider to be the heavyweight champion, okay, someone we might even be talking about on Fox News Saturday night. Do you have 5 minutes? Can we go to break and play you a clip? We'll do it right now. We'll do it live. You want to do it live? We'll do it live. No, don't move.
Let's take a break and then keep people on the other side.
All right, don't you go anywhere. I'll be back.
He's the host you shouldn't get too close to.
There's a lot of things about me you don't know anything about, Daddy. Things you wouldn't understand. Things you couldn't understand. Things you shouldn't understand.
Fox Across America with Jimmy Failla.
You're listening to Fox Across America with Jimmy Failla. Up all night? Catch Red Eye Radio. Overnights, here. News, information, and talk. News Talk 1040 WHBO.
Hey. Oh, girl, it is Fox Across America with Jimmy Failla. Kennedy working overtime right now. She's already hosted an hour of business television today.
Oh, my God. And I woke up and wrote an article for the Daily Mail.
Yeah, you did.
Recorded a podcast.
What
in the world is going on here, Jim?
What in the wide world of sport? Here it is.
What in the wide world of sports is going on here?
I hired you people to get a little track laid, not to jump around like a bunch of Kansas City Chiefs fans.
Well, I won't be there. I'll be in Wichita January 31st. Kennedy will be in Pottstown this weekend. Saturday night, November 22nd. Pottstown and Kennedy, Soul Joel's. There you go.
It's a stone's throw from Jersey, New York, Connecticut, all over PA. It's a place to be.
It's a great one. It is an absolute great one. If you're anywhere in the Eastern Seaboard, you go to Pottstown. Okay, if you're Western PA, you want to come see me in Pittsburgh, it's fine, but I'm recommending Pottstown.
We're going to meet in the middle for Michter's afterward.
That's what we're going to do. We're going to be in Clearfield. We're going to be at Connect FM Studios. It's a fabulous place.
Ooh, cool.
Great donuts. Get some Scotty's donut. We could live good in Clearfield, you and me. Be one of those places. Kamala's got a book to sell. This one's so much fun.
Is that one of those books that's actually, it looks like a book, but inside it's really just a carafe of chilled wine? It's a little rectangle of Chardonnay.
You use it till, you know those binoculars you sneak booze into a concert with?
Yeah. 7 Deadly Zins.
I love this so much. So she's trying to make some point about Trump and Congress and just pivots to release the files. Like, think, oh, yeah, this is a moment. Here it is, clip 1.
All of a sudden, now he's waiting for Congress to greenlight what he will do or wants to do? Come on.
Yeah.
So, release the files. Release the files.
Does she not read the news?
No.
Has no one gotten a hold of her?
No, she's, remember, you were the one who told me back in the day she had a reputation for not reading her briefings and stuff?
Yes. But not even like Fox News updates on her phone?
Nah, who the hell even knows? But there's
release the files.
She thinks they're the...
We want to see the Zapruder film.
And, like, understand that there's this other blind spot here, which is the fact that she was just half of the presidency for 4 years. With control of all of this.
An avowed feminist.
Yeah.
Someone fighting for the rights of women and children everywhere. The future is female, all that nonsense. It's like, you couldn't whisper in Joe's deaf ear to release these files? Couldn't have done it?
You couldn't have
She was the last one in the room.
That's what she said. Could have easily auto-penned these files into existence. We all know that to be true.
Release the files.
Now, there's a world where she really does think she's running in 2028. I don't believe that. Like, I don't want to believe that. I don't want to believe that for her.
I know.
But it's the same thing with, like, Tim Walz. I don't want to believe that for him, that he actually does think.
No, he's not running. No, absolutely not.
Because the thing is, like, everything she needed to know was in the governor's race. When she said, I'm thinking about running, that's usually the cue to clear the field, but no one moved.
No, and everyone's like, yeah, actually, we don't want you to run. Then she's like, not running because the system's broken.
Release the files.
Yeah. So just release the files. Doug and I will be over here in the rolling river with our whiskey sodas.
Yeah. Like, we're not doing that. Like, we're not doing that. If I had to guess right now, and I can't, he's such a sociopath. If I had to guess right now, I actually would say Newsom's going to be the nominee. If I had to guess right now.
I think his record is going to come back to haunt him, and I think the most effective messengers on his failed record are going to be other Democrats.
Yeah.
They're salivating.
Yeah.
Like, J.D. Vance, like, please demo work for me.
Yeah.
Just go ahead, Josh
Get
Shapiro.
out there.
Yeah. Here's some Oppo research.
And that's you got to look at it from my point of view. You got Vance and Newsom duking it out, which gives me a clean lane for Kanye to sneak in and take this thing. Mm-hmm. And now, which is not
it's like,
true.
oh, now it's okay to be an anti-Semite? Far right and far left? Told you I was a visionary.
Resurfaced anti-Semitic tweets send Kanye West to the front of the 2028 polls.
The Democratic socialists are like, oh, we like the cut of his jib.
Tell us about this Jews thing you talk about. What a time to be alive. And we get a Trump Mamdani tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
Will we get to see that? Like, I want to be a part of that meeting.
There's no way Trump's not doing the photo op.
He's got to do the scolding in public.
I hope he does the full Zelensky.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to see Mamdani in front of the fireplace.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a hot day of TV on the Fox News channel, and we'll be covering it all on Saturday night. How about that?
Fox News Saturday night, 10 p.m., the Fox News channel.
Hey, girl, be there or you're dead to us. Kennedy Saves the World every day in her podcast. Check that out, too. We miss you already. Bye.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
You absolutely have to know.
What's going on with that? Here's what I got for you. Cool. That's pretty awesome.
News Talk 1040 Tampa Bay.
Number one.
You are the best thing on the radio.